Hi, I'm Ilona Pitt and this is Meet Britain's Makers, made in the Midlands TV series that brings you interviews with top manufacturing and engineering leaders from the Midlands region. Today we're joined by Clive Hickman, CEO of Manufacturing Technology Centre. Good morning, Clive.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. MTC is a Made in the Midlands Gold member. I had a chance to see your very impressive facility in Coventry at one of our events last year, so it was really great. And so first of all, Clive, could you tell our audience a little bit of a background of the MTC and what is that you do exactly?
Yes, well, the MTC was set up in 2010 and the objective was to take the great research that comes out of our academic establishments, our universities, and translate that into product and processes for adoption by industry, effectively bridging what we call the valley of death, where over many, many years we've had a problem where we've done great academic research, but we haven't developed that through the continuum to new products and processes, and much of that research has disappeared overseas. Mm-hmm. Our objective is to try to maintain that here in the UK.
Okay, so it sounds like you do have a very important role in the future of UK manufacturing. What would you consider your biggest achievement so far?
I think that it would be difficult to say there is one big achievement that we would look at. We have to look at it as the whole of the things that we've been working on over the years that we've been in existence. And I think it's the ability to spread the capability across many different sectors, to be able to interact with many companies within individual sectors, looking at how we can improve the productivity and the manufacturing performance of those companies, that I would say is probably our biggest achievement so far.
So Clive, what are the future plans for the MTC?
I think it's more of the same, continuing to develop the capabilities that we've developed, looking at how we can stretch into new sectors. I think the construction sector and the infrastructure sector will be a big area of growth for us in the coming years. We can see lots of opportunities in that area, and again, really continuing to develop the capability with the new emerging technologies that are coming forward and pushing those through into an industrial climate.
In terms of emerging technologies, what do you have in mind?
So I think that the big emerging technology coming forward is digital engineering. Mm-hmm. And to try to describe digital engineering, I would try to say that it is being able to customize a product at the same price point and in the same time scale that you would able to do a mass-produced product.
Mm-hmm. In terms of most interesting projects, is there anything recently you would like to talk about or you can talk about?
I think that much of the work that we do is for commercial organisations, mm-hmm. and they, I would need to get their approval to be able to say anything about any projects that we've worked on for them. So I would prefer to keep it general rather than go into a specific project discussion.
I understand, because basically what companies can do, they can come into you and they can get a solution for any of their problems.
That's right, and know that it's going to be maintained in complete confidence, and mm-hmm. none of that work will be translated elsewhere and any of their ideas given away to anybody else.
Fantastic. So could you tell us a little bit more about your apprenticeship program and how companies can get involved with this?
Yes, the apprentices program was set up really to try to bridge the skills gap that we have here in the UK. And there's lots of talk about a big skills gap in engineering. So we felt very early on that in order to translate a lot of the technology that we're developing into industry, we would need to develop apprentices to take that into industry. Otherwise, that technology would be committed to the shelves of MTC rather than being given out into industry. So we take on between 40 and 60 apprentices each year. Mm-hmm. The first 2 years we fund those apprentices within MTC, teaching them and training them in the new technologies for the future. And then at the end of the second year, we put them into the small manufacturing companies in the region where they can then help to develop the capability of those small companies going forward. Also, if you're a small company, trying to take on apprentices is a really difficult thing to do, very expensive. The big dropout rate is in the first couple of years, so if you're only going to take on one or two, that makes it really difficult. So we take that risk in the first couple of years. We give them young engineers who halfway through their training program and who are able to add value to their business from the day that they employ them.
So in terms of a dropout rate, what is it usually?
Probably around 10%, but if you're only taking on one and your
Yes.
one is in that 10%,
Yes.
you have an 100% problem.
Yes, so it's a great support for smaller
It's
SMEs.
really helping the SME community.
Yes, so how many so far have gone out to the world to help
Well, we
local
started
SMEs?
we started the program about 2-3 years ago. So this year is the first cohort that has gone out into industry, and this year 40 have gone out into industry.
That's a big number, so that's really great. Well done, MTC, on this one. In terms of other work that you do to support SMEs, what is that?
We have a £2 million fund that we've established, and we can work with SMEs using that fund to help them to develop their capability going forward. We start out by doing a line walk, so we'll go to their factory, we'll have a look around the factory, we'll see the things that are going on there, we'll give them ideas on where they can improve their processes going forward, and then we will enter into small projects with them, maybe £10,000, £20,000 projects, where 50% of the funding would come directly from MTC and 50% from the SME. So it gives them a sort of kickstart to get the new technology into production for them.
That's very interesting. I mean, at the moment, obviously, it's the start of 2017. So I would like to ask you, Clive, what do you think the emerging trends are, and what are the things to watch out for?
I think the big trend and the big emerging technology will be digital engineering, and how you link different processes through the digital environment to improve productivity. And again, it comes back to this mass customization that I referred to before, where we're able, through digital engineering, through linking that with additive manufacturing, 3D printing, linking it to lasers and robotics, to get to a price point where a customized product costs exactly the same as a mass-produced product and can be delivered in the same time scale.
And this is obviously everything that MTC can help its customers achieve, basically, in terms of getting that to that stage.
Yes, and that is exactly our remit.
Yes.
Is to be able to translate that technology into industry, and we're a company that doesn't have shareholders, so we don't distribute any profits. Any profits that we generate are reinvested in the business for the benefit of the community.
That's really great. Thank you very much, Clive, for coming to our studio today. It was great to learn a bit more about MTC and what you do. I see the 2017 to be another great year for you, and thank you for giving back to the community by learning those apprentices, continuing to invest, and your commitment to British manufacturing. So once again, I would like to encourage you to visit madeinthemidlands.tv for more episodes of Meet Britain's Makers, and also to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We will see you again very soon with more interesting content and great guests. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon. Thank you, Clive.
Thank you.
Bye.